Right, so welcome everybody. Thank you for on the 22nd December, so close to Christmas, being able to make the time to join me here live. I say there's lots of people that haven't been able to make it live, but it's a different kind of energy when you're actually able to be here. I think that you feel and experience his energy much more powerfully and intensely. So hopefully, some of you were here on the summer solstice gathering, and then for others, this is the first time that you've come through because it was just a closed circle in June, and then Yeshua asked me to open it up to others that were interested, I think, or could hear, was attracted to his energy, wanted to hear what he has to say. So just to explain a little bit about how I work, I will be going down into trance, and trance mediumship is an altered state of awareness. So I move my consciousness out of the way to allow him to come through and to blend with my energy and to be able to speak through me. So it's a deeper kind of form of channeling. I allow him to, as I say, blend with my energy. So you may see changes to my energy. You may see some overshadowing. You may see some changes to my energy, my aura. So I will spotlight myself before I go down into trance, which will make it easier for you to be able to watch me and to be able to observe what happens, I suppose, better than if, depending on whether you're on gallery screen or active speaker, it just will help. So the session's being recorded. I will send the link out to you all tomorrow via email. Last time Yeshua spoke and then opened it up to questions. So if you have a question that you would like to ask, if you type it in the chat bar when he asks for questions, and Nicola has very kindly agreed to facilitate the session, and she will then ask Yeshua the question that you want to ask. So it means I'm not inundated with different voices coming on. So say I will go down, I'll move my consciousness out of the way, allow him to come through, and then I'll just let him speak with whatever he wants to say. I have got no idea what he's going to say. He won't let me in on any of the information, which is it requires a lot of trust from me. But he did come in about 5 minutes ago, so at least he's here, which is a bonus. So I will stop chatting. I will put myself on
I think
spotlight.
I might need to do that because you're the host, because I'm the host.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So let me spotlight you.
Okay, so it'll take a few minutes for me to go down into trance and allow him to come through. So yeah, it might be up to 5 minutes or so, but I'll stop talking and I'll start the process. Dearest brothers and sisters, it is with great joy and with great gratitude that I welcome you all here tonight. All here on the magical, powerful winter solstice. The shortest day, the longest night. It is a time for endings and a time for new beginnings. It is a time for reflection, a reflection of what was and what is, a reflection of the time of year. It encourages you to go into that hibernation, into that reflective period, to actually reflect on your journey. I ask you to maybe spend some time over the next few days while this portal is still open, reflecting on what you have accomplished this year, what you have achieved, both personally and in the outer world. There has been so much change this year. I see the change in all of you, in all of your faces before me. It has not been an easy year. I've seen the struggles. I've seen your heartache. I've seen your joy. I see it all. There has been many highs and lows this year on an individual basis, as well as on a planetary basis. On the planetary, on the collective side, there has been many shifts that you will probably have seen, resulting in fear, in conflict, in things starting to crumble, old paradigms, old ways of being. This year you will all have noticed the start, the beginning of this. You will have noticed that things have really started to change this year, and you will have felt that impact. You will have also felt the change within yourselves from when you started the year to when you are finishing this year. You all have been on a transformation journey. You all are different to the beings that started out this year. I commend you all for your inner work, the journeys that you have been on. I see the courage that it takes. Sometimes for you just to keep on walking forward. It takes immense courage. It is something that we, the divine, do not take for granted. The courage that it takes to be in a physical body, to be incarnated on earth, particularly at this time of transition, at this time of change. These times are unprecedented. These times have never happened before. And I wish you to know that what you are achieving here in your incarnation, in your lifetime, is unprecedented. You will have noticed the shift in energy this year, the intensity of the portals, the intensity of the light, the solar flares flooding onto the planet. It seems to have been continuous for you, and we see the effects, the impact that it has on your energy, on your physical bodies. And I urge you to take care of your physical bodies. They are your vessel. They are your beautiful, beautiful vessel, your representation of your incarnation here. But you need to nurture this vessel like you have never nurtured it before, because it is being impacted by all this energy. As these energies allow Gaia to increase and to expand her vibration, her energy, you as living beings on her are also impacted. The same as the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom. You are all in this together. So it will be impacting your physical bodies. So know that if you need more sleep, take more sleep. if you need that rest, if you need more downtime, if you need to move more, or eat differently, or drink differently, you will all be guided in different ways by your team of guides. Allow them to lead the way. Allow them to show you what will help you, what will assist you. This does not mean that you have to change your ways. This does not mean that you have to do anything. They will just guide you to flow through this more easily. Because you will be going through these times. You have gone through these times this year, but it will continue. This is not the end of it. So these energies will continue to rise, and it will continue to impact your bodies, not in a negative way, just in a different way. So you will be going through these times, whether you choose to flow through it with ease and grace, or whether you choose to crawl your way through this. That choice, as always, my dears, are yours. You always have free will. You always have the right to say no and to choose a different path. I am just showing you a way that is more in flow, that will assist you more. Because in some, it instills a fear when I talk about the energies rising on the planet, the intensity increasing, and the impact that it has on your energy and your bodies. You can choose to react in that fear-based reaction, thinking, how am I going to cope? Is this going to impact me more? Is it going to get worse or more intense than what it has been this year? But the more that you just float, the more that you just allow, rather than think of it as treading water, trying to keep your head above water. On that proverbial being the swan, the duck, being full of grace and then pedaling like mad underneath the water. You can hold that image in your mind, or you can hold the image of just floating, just being, just allowing the energy to flow. Because the energy is not designed to get blocked, to get locked within you. It is designed to flow through you. Animals instinctively know what to do. The plants, the trees, they instinctively know what to do. You, at some level, you know what to do also. But I am just encouraging you to just let go and to surrender just a little bit more, because it will help as you move through these times. The more that you can drop down into your body and bringing that energy down and anchor and rooting yourself to the earth and anchoring yourself, into your body, as well as onto the earth. It will assist you moving forward. As you know, I talk about the Christ consciousness. I talk about that energy of the Christ, not me, Yeshua. I came here to show people that Christ energy is in with all of us. It is not in me and me alone. I was not here, and I am not here now to be worshipped, to be put on a pedestal, to made out to be better than anybody else. I am you. You are me. We are all the same. We are all divine. Truly know this, my dearest brothers and sisters. You are all divine. I work with some of you here individually. You know me. You know my energy. I do not come with ego. I come with love. I do not come with fear. I come with expansion. To teach you all to come from that place of love. The Christ consciousness is about the heart, the expansiveness of the heart, and not being lost in the mind, not being lost in duality, in the ego, in separation. Christ consciousness is about unity. It is about knowing that there is no separation. There is no duality. There just is. There just is love. And so many of you are coming to that realization. You have made such progress on yourselves, on your inner journey. You are becoming much more aware of that no separation. And knowing that your brothers and sisters are just aspects of yourselves. No worse, no better. Just displaying different aspects. Each with that divine essence within them. Each walking their own path. As what that soul essence has chosen to experience in this incarnation. I urge you all to go into non-judgment, to see yourselves in others' eyes, to see yourselves as all equal. And it does not matter if people are on what you would refer to as a spiritual path or a non-spiritual path. You all are divine. You are all on your individual journeys. And it is all perfect. Every soul on earth at the moment has not incarnated to experience a spiritual and enlightened life. They are here on their own journey, equally important as the journeys that you here today are on, that you have chosen a specific path and you walk that path, and you have chosen so much to do in this lifetime. You have chosen to work on your own selves, to let go of things that do not serve you, to move into expansion, to not allow that fear to contract your energy, to let go of the trauma, to let go of the past. You have chosen to look at ancestral lineage. You have chosen to be the vessel to allow the traumas of past to be brought into the now, into this moment, to be held in the light, in the love, and to be released. And this has been trapped for thousands of years, perpetually being repeated, the same trials, the same energy, the same trauma, the same themes, repeated time and time again. Many of you souls have incarnated at this time to say enough, to lift that veil of illusion, to allow yourselves and all to be seen in that radiant light. This is not just a wish. This is many of yours reality right now of the path that you are on. You are doing tremendous work, unveiling your true essence, your divinity. But recognizing that it is not about ascending and going upwards. It is about the descending, the allowing it to come down into your physical body, to radiate that light from within. It is not about leaving your bodies and floating in the cosmos, in the universe, and experiencing life from that view. It is about bringing your energy, your light, your divinity, and living it in a physical body, walking this earth as divine, as in no separation, because you are all divine. The answers, the solutions, they all lie within you. They are not without, they are not outside of you. They are all within. So many people spend so long searching for the answers, searching outside of themselves. The solution always has and always will be within. You have such an opportunity, such a gift in this lifetime. I see the light radiating from all of you. I have witnessed your journeys. I continue to witness your journeys. I walk beside you. Know that you incarnated to do this, to change the world, to change the energy on the planet. Know that that can start with just one person. You have that power within you. That is all it takes, just one person. But there are many of you on your planet right now. There are many shining lights. It is beautiful to witness. It is beautiful to witness the divine feminine, that feminine energy on your planet rising again, taking that balance with the masculine. The divine masculine will be birthed again on your planet. There has already been much work taking place regarding that, regarding about the divine feminine and then the divine masculine. There has been huge strides. That energy has been planted on the earth. It will now be about watching those seeds grow. watching that energy radiate out, that balance, that union of the divine feminine and masculine, once again able to live in balance and harmony with each other, as it should be, as it always should be. But as you are aware, this has not been achieved on Earth for thousands of years. Not in more than one or two individuals. This time is about bringing that energy to more than just a few individuals. It's about radiating it out across the planet, allowing more and more of the collective to experience these divine energies, to witness a different way of being, a different way of living, of allowing, of surrendering, of trusting in the divine, knowing that there is something greater than yourselves, a bigger energy than just the individual. There is so much hope on your planet right now, even though some of you may only see fear and the destruction of what was, of conflict, of fighting. But we, the divine, we see hope. We see light where there was once darkness. We see love where there was once fear. We see change where there was once stagnation. And we celebrate. We celebrate in joy. Because these changes have not come from us. These changes have come from you, from your brothers and sisters that are prepared to walk this courageous path and be different. Stand out from the crowd. Be brave enough to do things differently, to challenge the normal, to challenge what always has been. It is not easy to stand apart from your fellow brothers and sisters. But you are all doing that, and you are all showing a different way to live. A way to live in connection with the divine. A way to live in connection with your true self. I thank you for listening to these words today. I would like to ask if anybody has any questions that they would like to ask me.
Thank you for your wisdom and your energy, my friend. And we do have a question. Can we please hear more about the heart and the higher heart?
Thank you. The heart, and you refer to the heart as the heart chakra, the heart space, and then there is what you refer to as the higher heart. These are terminologies that you have used and that you use and I think are familiar with. But to me, this space, this energy, it is a consciousness. It is where your awareness should reside, to when you are connected to your true self, to the divine. This is where your consciousness will reside, as opposed to in your head space, which is your mind, which is where the ego resides, and where so many consciousness are they are located in the mind space. When you connect to your divinity, your consciousness, your awareness, it moves further down into that heart space. And I do not mean the physical heart, the beating pump that pumps your blood around your body. It is the location of love. It is where there is no thought. It is the space where there is no questioning. There is no doubt. So whereas you physically like to locate it, that heart space, where your physical heart is located, and the higher heart being above that, it is more to do with the consciousness and the awareness of that space, which is the one without thoughts, without being dominated by your mental processes, by the judgment, by the doubt, by the fears that arise. The energy that radiates from your heart space is one of pure love. It is the energy of no separation. And physically, because it helps to bring that energy down, the awareness to somewhere physical within your body, we find it is useful to touch that part of your body where your physical heart is located, and see that as the Christ consciousness, the heart space within, because it is useful when walking this path to actually see or to visualize this energy being located within your body. And it is about connecting the divine energy, the whole universal energy, and bringing it down into your body. So when we refer to the heart and then the higher heart, it's that aspect of yourself that is able to connect to the divine energies. But it is about bringing it into your body. So it is about allowing your awareness to move down from your head into that heart area. And the more that you can see life or imagine life from this space, not through your seeing eyes, not through your mental mind, but from your emotions, from your feelings, and radiate out from this space. That is living from the Christ consciousness, from your heart space. Thank you.
Thank you, Yeshua. We have another question which starts with thanks for your trust and your love. Any advice on modalities to manifest whatever we have to do in the physical world in this specific time? Protection, timing, support?
Thank you for the question. There are numerous things that you can do to help yourself. You have a team of spirit guides. The stronger the connection that you have with them that can be built up, and this connection to your guides, having that relationship, because they are here to support you. They are here to protect your energy, to help you through these times. So the stronger the guidance, the relationship that you can build with these beings, because they range for a number of beings, from earthly beings to galactic beings to angelic. The stronger that the relationship that you have with them, that will assist your transition over the next few years. But then also, the more that you can recognize the shift in time, the change in your concept of time, and realizing that time is an illusion and it is just a concept that is being used to divide now into manageable portions. But just know that this is shifting and this will continue to shift. The more that you can bring your awareness into the present moment, into the now, and live from that area, the easier, the smoother the transitions will be. It is when you are clinging to the old paradigms of time and the concept of which you would have managed your time previously. Know that in this reality now, that is not possible. It will cause more internal conflict within you the more that you try to do things how you would previously have done things. The more that you let go of your old thinking with regarding time and just do whatever task is needed to be done in the present moment, and then focus on the next task and the next task. This will allow a much greater ease within you and a much greater flow. Also, to recognize that with this changing paradigm this year regarding time, things can be manifested into your life so much quicker and with so much speed. And again, this bringing your awareness back to the now and understanding that your manifestation skills have increased, that with all the changes that have happened on the planet, it enables you to manifest things so much quicker. It is not things particularly that has changed within you, it is the change in the planet and the energies that have shifted. So the more that you focus on yourself and the now and what it is that you want to achieve in life, you will see it coming into your energy much speedier than what it would have happened in previous years. Also, what will assist with all of this is the nurturing of yourself, the self-love, the self-care, the grounding the energy back into your body. The more that you can have a process that will help you ground your energy, whether it is through visualization, whether it is through the powerful art of breath. Know that grounding and bringing your energy into your body, which brings your energy into the now, into the present. This will really assist you and help you through these changing times.
Thank you, my friend. We have 4 more messages. Is that okay for you?
Yes, I
Thank
will. Yes, if you ask the first questions, and then I will assess my energy and Kirsty's energy to see if we need to make any changes. But yes, please go ahead, my dear.
Thank you. So the next question is, please can you let us know more about what the role of the babies and children on Earth will be at this time of change?
Thank you for this question. The beings that are incarnating on the planet at the present, they are being incarnated with not what you would refer to as the veil. So they do not have the veil of illusion. So many of the babies and children Only very young children. I am not referring to older children on the planet, very few of those, but the ones that are being born at the moment and are in your time would be a couple of years old. They have all their memories intact. They have all their memories of what their soul, their essence has experienced, and they are able to see and be aware of so much more because they are here to bring radical change to the earth. Why progress has been so slow over the thousands of years is this amnesia that occurs when you're incarnated back onto this earth, to allow your soul to grow and for you to awaken at your own pace. But as we are now at this point on the planet in her ascension process, we are at this point when the beings being incarnated now are able to be able to come in without that loss of their memories, without their loss of awareness of their divinity and who they are and exactly why they are here on earth. This will enable the ascension to really accelerate. And these babies, these children are here for such key roles. Each of them have their different purposes, their different key roles of what they are here to achieve. But because they do not have to go through the process that we have all had to go through, all of you on this call, that to get to the level of awareness that you are now, they are being incarnated with that awareness already intact. And this will help the process to awaken the whole of the planet in ways that it could not be achieved without these beings agreeing to incarnate with their soul purposes intact. I hope this answers that question.
Thank you, Yeshua. It's very correct. The next question is, do you have any advice on how to completely surrender to the divine?
An excellent question, my dear. This is something that I hear from you all time and time again. How do I surrender more? How do I surrender more fully? This is a discussion myself and Kirsty have had today, as she has had to surrender even more fully to allow this transmission, to allow this conversation to happen today. It is not easy to keep on surrendering, to letting go. But my advice is to keep taking those steps and to know that it may not feel that it gets any easier, but to keep surrendering in every moment, because things will come up for you. You will be triggered by situations, and they may not be the situations that you were triggered by previously, because those ones you may have learnt to be able to surrender and let go and recognize that you do not have to have that control. But then other situations will arise that you have not even considered, that you did not even think would trigger you. And yet you are faced once again with the dilemma. Do I surrender to the divine? Can I surrender to the divine? Am I better allowing my free will? Could I do a better job of this than the divine? Asking these questions will help. Having this narrative within your head will help. And knowing that there isn't any easy solution to this. You are letting go of thousands of years of the way of being. And some situations you will find surrendering easier to do than in others. The opposite of surrendering is control. So when you struggle to allow yourself to surrender, you know that you are struggling to let go of control. It is maybe beneficial to ask the question, why do you feel the need to control that particular situation, that particular scenario? What is allowing you, or what is preventing you from not surrendering? And just take each step, each day, just keep showing up would be my advice. And to know that you are all doing a fantastic job. But just know that you are changing your whole process, your whole way of being, and that does not happen overnight. Some of you may find surrendering easier than others, but it is about keeping on showing up and be willing to try surrendering, knowing that in some situations you may not be able to surrender much at all, and that's okay. Maybe the next time that same situation arises, you may be able to surrender just a little bit more. And surrendering is about just breathing, allowing, and just letting go. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. We have 2 more questions. I'm going to ask the last question first, if that's okay. It's a personal question, because the other question is actually really a beautiful way to bring your session to a close. And I know that you are just preparing the energy for that at the moment. So this question is, may I get any advice re my new relationship? I feel very grateful for the many gifts and blessings that are coming to both me and my partner as a result of the love we feel for each other and the energy and magic we are creating together. However, it gets very difficult sometimes. It seems as if he is drawn or taken back to his old life, his old self, and some destructive patterns. I wonder if there's a lesson for me there to learn and understand. Thank you for any guidance, Ria, how to move forward.
Thank you for that question. And I think the answer applies to many of you here tonight and many of you that will be listening to the recording. It is not easy, this path. And it is not easy working on yourself and going through that process of letting go of things that have triggered you and of things that you need to expand, to move into, to heal within yourself. And after and while you are doing that journey on that challenge, then to be able to interact with another and to have a partnership and to go through the nuances of trying to find that balance and trying to find that level within the two of you. That is again taking things to another level, because all of you here, part of your divine purpose was to be in that divine feminine and divine masculine balance, that partnership within yourselves and within a couple. And that is not easy to achieve, because even though the two of you have done much work on yourselves, there is still work to do. There is still triggers of things that are unresolved, that are either being brought through from past lifetimes to be addressed within this lifetime or within this lifetime itself. And as you are realizing, your partner is still being triggered by a lot of this and reflects the work that still has to be done. And it is highlighting things within you that are still being triggered. And this is not a bad thing. This is not a negative thing, because these relationships provide so much opportunity for witnessing how far you have expanded, how far you have come. But then there are still other aspects that you need to go through, that you need to experience, to allow. And other circumstances or situations wouldn't give you that opportunity. So I feel, and it does feel what you are saying, that you are coming from that point of view of witnessing it as a blessing, as an opportunity, and just allowing his path, allowing your path, and seeing it as a blessing, as an opportunity of things that you wouldn't be able to experience if you were just on your own and your own journey. I hope this helps you, my dear.
Thank you so much for your wisdom, my dear friend. So this last question for you is, to remain in my heart space, I use the words, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Did you say these words, my friend? And then I would like to ask, how do you best suggest that we use and embrace the energy of forgiveness?
Thank you for that wonderful question. And as you've said, my dear, an excellent way to end this conversation. Forgiveness is the key to love. Being able to forgive yourself, to be able to forgive others. Knowing that you are not really forgiving anything because there is nothing to forgive when you see it in its purest form. But allowing yourself the energy, the quality of forgiveness, that allows that energy of compassion to come into your heart, to start to melt the judgment, to start to let go of those feelings of separation, a feeling of having harm done to us, of harm being done to others. So starting with the energy of forgiveness is so powerful. For being able to forgive, truly forgive, and to let go of things that happen and will continue to happen. And come from that place of compassion, that energy. And it is okay, even though there is, as I reiterate, nothing to forgive, because we are all one. And it is an illusion that things happen to us. This is at the greatest expansive level. This is not suggesting that what things happen to you is not of consequence. But at the most highest, most expansive level, there is no need for forgiveness. But it is an excellent way to practice the forgiveness, to practice compassion towards your fellow human beings, towards any being, and towards yourself. I urge you to all start with that forgiveness to yourself, because sometimes we so often are able to forgive others, to provide others with love, but we are not able to show ourselves that same compassion, that same love, that same forgiveness. So repeating the words of I forgive you, I forgive myself. That energy, it carries a vibration, it carries a power that allows you to be in that energy of compassion. But recognize that this universal love, the forgiveness, the compassion, the love, it all starts with the self. And to radiate out to others. Thank you.
Thank you for your time and your energy, my dear friend. I'm sure we all send our love to you in the same way that we have received your love this evening.
Thank you so much. And thank you, all of you, my dearest brothers and sisters. It has brought me much joy to be with you today. Thank you. Oh,
You okay?
yes, thank you. It's, coming back. So how did you all find that? Is there anything that anybody wishes to share about what they experienced?